Hello, today I'm going to be demonstrating doing the Basic HAC using my blush and bronzer brush, also called the B² brush. First, I'm just dabbing into Frenchie to do a little bit of under eye correcting. Frenchie is a wonderful color, lip and cheek color, that can help to cover up under eye circles and kind of that darkness from not getting quite enough sleep lately. Now that's all set, I'm going to pin my bangs back for all of you so you can see the full hack. In all honesty, since I have bangs, a lot of times I skip that top portion of my forehead because it's not seen anyway. But I know that a lot of people, this will be helpful to see the whole hack. So I'm dipping first into my main highlight, which is June. And I'm using the smaller end of the blush and bronzer brush, that's the blush end. And as you could see, I didn't have very much product at all on the brush. You don't want to overload your brush. If you're finding that the final appearance of your makeup is a little heavy and cakey, chances are really good that you're loading your brush too heavy. It's better just to do 2 or 3 taps and then start to apply the makeup and then reapply 2 to 3 taps on your brush as more product is needed. So this main highlight goes on the lower portion of your face, wherever you would grow a beard. Get that under the nose. You will notice as I apply, I bring it up quite a bit higher. And the reason for that is our 3D foundation formula not only is your foundation, it also provides concealing and color correcting. And I have a lot of red in my face. So June is wonderful for canceling out red. So that's why I do bring it up higher onto my cheeks. And even here on the sides, on my temples, I have a lot of redness to the sides of my eyes, and that just really helps to cancel it out. And you notice I also placed that main highlight of June on my nose. And then the final location is putting it on the lower 2/3 of your forehead. So wherever you would grow a beard, on your nose and on your forehead. Now I'm going to dip in, still sticking with that same side of my blush and bronzer brush, into my brightening highlight. And for under the eye, it's more of a patting motion rather than a pulling, sweeping motion. You want to be careful with the delicate skin around your eye. I also use it on my eyelids, tapping that on to serve as a primer for when I do my eyeshadow look. And you can see there the difference from one eye completed to the other eye. So there I'm tapping it in again. And also pulling it down a little bit. You don't want to just do like a Nike swoosh under your eye and then leave the top portion of your cheek not brightened, because there'll be a disconnect there. So you kind of bring that brightening highlight down onto the top part of your cheek as well. Now the next area for the brightening highlight is going to be in that unibrow. So I go in between my eyebrows and feather it up onto the lower portion of my forehead. I'm also going to bring it down the center of my nose, on my Cupid's bow, and onto my chin. And just blend, blend, blend. Next is our contour. So I'm going to squish that same end of my blush and bronzer brush and kind of drag it into my contour. The contour is a little bit stiffer of a cream, so you'll find you kind of have to apply a little bit of pressure to pick it up onto the brush. Sorry, changing my brush around there to get a good grip. So instead of holding onto the handle of the brush to get it squished like that, you're actually holding onto the bristles. And that will help you get a more detailed line with your contour. So I started at the top of the ear and then just brought it down my cheek about, I'd say about 2/3 of the way. I'm now using it to help shrink my forehead down. So I'm just dragging that along my hairline on the top 1/3 of my forehead, and now also tracing it underneath my jaw to add that extra shadow. And you can bring it onto the side of your nose. And that's the purpose of the contour, is to build in natural looking shadow. So now I unsquish the brush and it's time to blend. So you want to push it up and into your hairline to get that cheek contour, and you can go as bold or as subtle as you personally like. I'm going for a lighter look today, so I didn't load on too much of a contour. And I'm blending under my chin and bringing it down onto my neck, hitting up the side of my nose to blend that in, and now kind of pushing back what's on my forehead up into my hairline, and also using a swirling motion, and that'll blend it into the main highlight that you first put on the lower 2/3 of your forehead. To finish our look up, you can't forget about your little pop of color, which is our lip and cheek. You can go subtle or you can go bold. Really, it's totally personal preference. So you pick up just a tiny amount of product and dab that on and blend that in, pulling it kind of up and back on the apple of your cheek. The color I'm using here is called Summer Love. I just got it. It's a very just delicate kind of romantic pink, very subtle. I really like the look of it. I think I'll be wearing it a lot this summer. And it is a gloss, fairly sheer, like I said, a subtle color pigmentation to it, but it's just enough to give a polished, delicate look. And there you have it. But I can't forget my perfector sponge. I had it sitting right there. And I often forget to show this on video, but you do want to use a damp perfector sponge. What that does is it helps to pick up any excess makeup if you want a little heavy in any area, and it also helps to set your makeup so it looks beautiful and glowing all day. There we are. Thanks for watching.